So, hello people. You may recognize me, but that doesn't matter because today we'll be building a computer that I will be using. This will be using Windows 10 Home. We'll have this regular, like $20 Asus optical drive for disk reading and stuff. I mean, you don't really need them, but they're convenient. We've got thermal compound for cooling. CPU. Stock cooler comes pre-applied with thermal paste, but pre-applied thermal paste normally won't be the best pre-applied thermal paste. Over here we've got the Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1050 Ti with all the Ethereum mining crap and whatnot. This is a pretty budget card. It'll be upgraded to a 1060 when the mining craze dies down and they become affordable with their prices not being boosted. Over here we've got the EVGA 450 watt Bronze 3 model from EVGA. It's the power supply. It's got an 80 plus bronze rating.
It's also modular.
Oh yeah, it's also modular, which just means that you gotta plug all the cables in. Non-modular just means that all the cables are already in the power supply. You gotta plug them all into like the drives and the motherboard and everything, like this thing. So, onto the motherboard. This is the Asus ROG Strix B350F gaming motherboard. As you can see, it's got support for M.2 drives, which are basically really fast versions of these SSDs, solid state drives. That's where the CPU goes, RAM goes, GPU goes. It lights up because it's like, it's part of the Aura ecosystem. It supports AMD Crossfire, not NVIDIA SOI. So two AMD GPUs. Over to the storage drives, two more AMD GPUs. Over to the storage drives, we've got a SanDisk solid state drive. This is the SSD Plus series, 120 gigabyte variant. As you can see, those are that's where you plug in the power and SATA data cables. And this is actually not solid at all. It's pretty plastic, actually. Onto the other storage drive, we've got this WD, or Western Digital Blue, because they've got a bunch of different colors, who knows why. 1 terabyte version. Hard disk drives are different from solid state drives in the aspect that they, while they have a moving part, because they're called hard disk drives, they can contain mass storage. The max is 10 terabytes. Those things cost a lot. Solid state drives, fast, don't have any moving parts, which is probably where solid state drive gets its name. And it can't contain as much. The biggest SSD that I've found on PC Part Picker was about 4 terabytes, a Samsung model. Yes, Samsung. They don't just make phones.
They also make buildings, fun fact. They have two
and
separate
fridges and watches.
I know, but given things.
Samsung makes a lot of stuff. Onto the RAM. This is random access memory. This is the 8 gigabyte single channel DDR4, 2400 megahertz stick from Corsair. DDR4 for double data rate. It's single channel, so it's only one stick. This is gonna be upgraded eventually. It's 2400 megahertz. The more megahertz, the more powerful or faster it'll be. But you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. This thing is the heat spreader. Corsair isn't the only group that makes RAM, but Corsair's pretty cool. About $70. Oh yeah, this is about $50. That's about the same price. Pretty sure you caught this while I reviewed these two. This is the Wi-Fi adapter from Encore Electronics. This is a wireless thing. Just using the internet. Over to the big guys. The AMD Ryzen 3 1300X CPU from AMD. You might not know what AMD is, and here's something that'll jog your memory. Intel. Intel also makes CPUs. AMD is their competitor, and this is the Ryzen 3 1300X. It's their high-end Ryzen 3 CPU. There's Ryzen 5 and Ryzen 7. I know, original series names, because Intel totally hasn't done that. This is 4 cores and 4 threads, so no simultaneous multi-threading for more cores. It comes with the stock cooler, the Wraith Stealth, that comes pre-applied with thermal paste, but as I've said, I'm using this instead. And you may wonder how I'm doing that. Well, that's because I used isopropyl alcohol, which I coincidentally had in my home, to clean it off with 4 paper towels folded together into a wad. This came out this summer, and it'll do the job for a while. Now on to the thing that will be housing everything. The case.
Do the peripherals first so you can get them out of the way.
Yeah. Actually, no, I'll do the peripherals first. Here is the Corsair. Yeah, Corsair again. I like Corsair, deal with it. They also make power supplies and coolers and stuff. And SSDs. And Corsair, here is their M65 Pro FPS RGB mouse. Pretty good mouse. It's oriented for right-handed people, so good for me. We're not going to be looking at that just yet because it's a peripheral, not a major part, but we do need it. Here is the Corsair Gaming keyboard. This is the Strafe keyboard. It's got Cherry MX red switches. It's got nice red backlighting. There's also a $120 variant to this $80 keyboard. Yeah, $80. The Corsair Strafe RGB, which I probably would want to get eventually. This pretty good keyboard, but again, we won't be looking at that. Here is the Dell monitor we'll be using. Pretty sure you've seen a monitor. They are all-in-one computers, which are essentially where all of the computer is in the monitor, where like the monitor is the case, but we're not like that because I don't know how to do that. It's got this little hole here for cables or whatever. I mean, it looked pretty good.
What is the
It's
model?
about $100.
What is the model, Caleb?
This is the SE2216HB. Uses HDMI for high definition multimedia interface. Totally didn't have to look at the back of the GPU box to learn about that. On to the thing that'll be housing everything. The case. This is the Fractal Design Focus G computer case, black variant from, you guessed it, Fractal Design. And this is a relatively new case. They've also got a mini, a micro ATX, or is it mini ITX version of this, called the Focus G Mini. This comes in, I think it was 5 colors. I have the black one here. It's got light up fans in the front, you can't see. It's got a side panel window, pretty good. I didn't really need the side panel window, but at the same time I needed it. Because this was a very budget case at the time. Pretty sure it's still a budget case for around $50. Pretty good. You can put in, it's got optical drive support, which is what I needed because I really don't want to have to use a key, have to get a key to install Windows 10. It comes in, like I said, 5 colors: black, white, gunmetal, gray, mystic red, and something blue. They're Fractal Design is weird. They also make coolers, which will, and they were actually, fun fact, the first to get, wait, what am I doing? The first to get a water cooler that is out of the box compatible with AMD Ryzen. Because when it came out, no water or air coolers had a bracket compatible with the AM4 platform. So, this is the Fractal Focus G. It's got support for like ATX motherboards, and it's got this really nice feature that not all cases have. As you can see, you see this bump? Well, for plugging in all the cables and cable management, which will be hiding back here, it's good because it leaves more space, like more room for that. And also, one thing you want to do when you're starting out on a computer build is you want to touch grounded metal. Grounded metal is metal that's not plugged into anything, like this magnetic tip screwdriver. And you may be asking, magnetic? Well, aren't magnets bad around devices? Well, floppy disk, back in the days of floppy disk, which was magnet-based media, putting magnets near it would override that media, that information. But we don't use floppy disk anymore, so it's okay. So you want to ground yourself so that when you're building, you don't cause any electrostatic discharge. If you which is why the best way is to be barefoot, no socks, on hardwood floor. And if you don't have a wrist strap to connect so that you are completely grounded, just touch it occasionally to dispel that discharge. Now, what you want to do is, if I could, hey, I could use some help here. See, what you want to do is take out this box. Oh, thanks. Take out this box. These are drive cages for the hard drive. Well, we won't be needing this.
Yeah, that's right.
No, the SSD drive. The SSD.
You can mount it here.
No, but you can mount the SSD over here. This is the box that contains all the screws we need. And the most important tool you need when you're building a computer is a screwdriver. And magnetic tip screwdrivers attract the metal. So the screws are easy to keep it. We've got some screws right here, we've got stuff for power supply installation and motherboard installation, and we've got something really good for cable management.
Zip ties.
Yes.
Also,
the nice nylon zip ties.
They're also included in the motherboard case also?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, okay. So,
we'll just keep these in here for now.
first thing we're going to do is end up mounting the power supply first, because it's kind of hard to do after you do everything else. You can go over this.
Here is the power supply. Now, something about this generation, the B3 series, and I think any something 3 for EVGA, is that they're smaller than their other power supplies. It's one, but also they've got this nice thing called Eco Mode. Now, what Eco Mode does is it helps to improve power supply temperatures by reducing fan usage. And you may be wondering, hey, doesn't a fan cool down stuff? Why would that ever happen? But what happens is with Eco Mode, it will reduce fan usage so that, you see this nice fan right here? If it's not getting too hot, it won't spin. Now there's an Eco Mode switch right here. I want to switch that on because Eco Mode helps it perform better. Lower temperatures, always want lower temperatures. Now here is the power supply right here. Pretty nice, I know. So where's the box? Where's the box? Inside the box, you will get the ever so useless user's manual, which isn't here. Thank you, my awesome cousin. You'll have standoffs for power supply installation. Oh yeah, here it is. You won't need it if you're watching a video though. You've got some silica gel. Here is, you plug it in right here, and the AC adapter goes into an outlet over there, and boom, if all the cables, these nice black sleeved cables, not all power supply cables are like this, it'll work. It'll work. Now, where's the screwdriver? Now,
Make sure those are the ones from there.
yeah. All right, so before we install the power supply, gonna install the SSD, it'll block off the installation. And that, kids, is the installation of the SSD.
Next, we're gonna mount the power supply. Do you wanna place these in? Let's place this. Here you go.
So first off, what you want to do is this side, this side with all the exposed circuitry that even us superior nerds don't understand. You want to put it in like that, and then you want to screw it in.
This is all you.
All right?
Take one at a time.
Fine.
You see
So you want to make sure that it's aligned as well.
No,
Oh,
it's-
crap.
It's
I'm
right
not-
there, and there. It's not in the corners as you'd expect it. I'll hold it for you.
Here, right?
Yeah, right there.
So,
First put this, yeah, there you go.
and yes, this is indeed safe. The only real danger with power supplies is like taking out, like opening it up, which we're not doing.
We need to move to the side. Okay, so
As you can see, first screw installed.
here you go. On the bottom.
Then you screw this in. And this is where the convenience of a magnetic tip screwdriver comes in. Like that. So right there, right?
Yeah. Doesn't matter if it's one, but yeah. And the last one. Bottom there.
Yeah, this is taking not optimal time. But there you go. That is the installation of the power supply complete.
Next, we're gonna put the I/O cord on.
Yeah. So that the motherboard looks awesome from this angle. Now, you don't have to screw anything in for the I/O shield. You just gotta, it's like a friction fit. So you gotta have this side up and right here. Pretty sure this is how you do it.
Yeah.
You just gotta like press in the corners.
This side. This side. That's it.
There you go.
There you go.
And next up, not you, but you.
Now what we have to do is take off this front panel first before we can mount the.
Indeed. There should be screws.
No, it's just a latch.
Oh yeah.
Can you grab the instruction manual right there? I'm pretty sure it's just lifted up like this, but I want to double check. Yep.
There is indeed a latch.
There's not a latch, it's just a leaves. Yeah, I'm not. Since everything is mounted.
There is that right there.
Yeah. Yep.
That's one way to do it. As you can see, there's air filters and stuff right here.
Okay. Where do you want the? Take the screw off. Take the screw off. I'll let you do that.
All right. So we're gonna.
There's no
mount
screws.
it
There's
up.
no screws. There's no screws. You just take it off.
So how do I take it off?
I believe it's just you squeeze this in and then push it up.
Convenient.
Yeah.
gotta take this. This is SATA 2 and not SATA 3, but you get. You just gotta push it in.
Slowly. Careful.
Right.
Also put them back.
Slowly.
There you go.
Like that.
Push it. You should get it close. That's it. That's it. As far as it'll go.
Then we gotta screw it in, right?
Wait a second. We might have to move it to the bottom.
Really?
Yeah. Because there's nothing holding it. And there's no support on the bottom.
But there should be screws.
Did it come with screws?
I mean, there are these.
Yeah, but that's.
Let's look at the manual. The manual is something. You know it's bad when smart people don't know what they're doing.
We need thumb screws for this.
I don't know how many.
No standoffs. No standoffs and standoff screws. Welcome.
Okay. What are these guys? Oh yeah, there's a little bit of support. Is there anything in the front? Oh, okay. There's a gap there.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah, but. Yeah. I feel better if we put on the bottom one.
Very well.
Put this one back. Slide it in from the bottom. Put it back up. Oh wait. If we put it. It'd be super helpful if this instruction manual actually had words on it.
It has barely any words.
Okay, so we figured out how to put this on.
After
Yeah.
about 5 hours.
It was 5 minutes.
Eh.
But you have to put the grill back on first before you put the hard drive in, or the output drive in. Make sure it's flush. Is that up? Yeah, that's good. So we're gonna mount these thumb screws.
It's upside down though.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
We talking about. That was on purpose, just to show you what not to do.
Yeah, that was on purpose.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Should we screw it in on this side too? My side?
Here, let me put one thumb screw. Put it on the bottom one.
Will you even fit there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, these are called thumb screws for a reason.
Because you use your thumb.
And, well, the side of it.
Okay, so we got one thumb screw. Okay, close. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this secure. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere.
I use the bottom one though.
Yeah, I know. I put the top one, you put the bottom one.
Alright, this
Okay.
seems pretty secure.
Now,
That is our ODD installation.
now we're gonna mount the hard drive. Make sure I do it myself. Take one of the brackets out.
Yeah. And you just
Make
gotta
sure you
screw
start
it.
yourself again.
Yeah. Because there are indeed exposed parts here
Okay,
that we
so
don't want to touch.
this is a 1 terabyte Western Digital.
1 terabyte meaning 1,000 gigabytes, for those of you who don't know. Alright. And then we gotta do. There we go! Toolless installation. So Fractal, I was only giving a white lie. Fractal was only lying about it.
There we go.
Now the access ports are right here, and cable management has just become a million times easier.
Now we're gonna put the case to the side and work on motherboard.
Wait, we need to install the standoffs.
Of course.
Before we do that, we need to get to the standoffs.
Okay, so we need to figure out which standoffs to use. So
We need to
can you-
align the motherboard though.
Get the manual from the motherboard. We don't need the motherboard. We need the manual from it. It should tell us for which standoffs to use. Or where to put the standoffs. Or we can just put all the standoffs here.
install the CPU for me? I'm kind of scared that I might touch the sheet spreader.
Okay, so this is too far in. I need standoffs.
Where are the standoffs?
I'm holding them in my hand.
Oh. Well, I have the standoff screws. These are the standoff screws, right? Which one?
Okay.
Which is the standoff screw? I don't know.
It's this one. It's this.
No, that's the standoff. I mean, like for installation on the motherboard.
Should we just like, oh wait, it tells us. ATX, oh, right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so put all these where you see an A. So, there's a couple of them, just a couple.
I got 4.
That's fine. You don't need to screw that. This is just you.
I have only one magnetic screwdriver. While we're doing that, I'm gonna go grab the motherboard.
Yeah, bring the whole thing in. Because,
And the CPU and the RAM.
alright, so just the motherboard for now.
Oh, okay. Here it is. It's still in its anti-static bag, and for good reason.
Bring the case. You don't bring the case. You don't want to bring the case just to see.
There. I don't want my cable mod coupon to be public. So there we go. As you can see, I'm gonna go over this while he's there. It lights up here and here.
Actually, it doesn't light up here.
Oh.
Only the
This.
lights are up here, but not here. The 370
X370, you mean?
X370 lights up here and not here. So.
Oh, I didn't know that. This is B350 for a platform made specifically for Ryzen 5, not Ryzen 3. Ryzen 3's got A320. Ryzen 7's got its X370 lineup, and here's where we'll place the CPU. Here are brackets for like the cooling. That's where the CPU goes. I mean the GPU. This is where our RAM will go. As you can see, there are 4 slots. We'll only be using 1, sadly.
Okay.
And this is where we'll put our Wi-Fi adapter.
And there is a disc here for
Drivers, but it's always going to be outdated or whatever.
It's still
Mostly
enough.
useless.
Probably, yeah. But you have a,
It's just better to download it off ASUS's website.
feel free to open that.
What? Really?
Yeah, you can open it.
Oh yeah, the box is good for is a good non-conductive workbench. This thing is susceptible to electrostatic discharge, which is why we want to keep ourselves grounded and carefully keep it out of the bag. And then don't touch it, Boba.
Okay.
I don't think I was supposed to crumple it, so I'll just put it right there. It uncrumpled itself anyways. So I'm gonna go on to install the memory.
Hey, Caleb. The camera's right there.
Alright, so some motherboards have 2 latches for like tightening it and whatever, but recently motherboards have started to use only 1 latch.
Yours has one too. Oh, that's not.
No, that's not a latch.
That's cool. Did not know that.
And some coolers are super big, so it'll get in the way of the RAM unless you've got, oh yeah, so you gotta match this notch with the hole. It's gotta be perfectly aligned. Just gotta press it down until it clicks.
Okay, so
Then you do that. RAM is installed.
this is the Ryzen 3. It comes with a stock cooler. What you want to do first is take off these brackets so you can mount.
The cooler, but we're not gonna be mounting the cooler first, obviously.
Yeah. But you want to take these out first so we don't like damage the
Motherboard, or the
Motherboard,
cooler.
no the CPU without.
Here it is. Now it's got this heat spreader.
Close it, and then now you talk.
Yeah, right. It's got this heat spreader, and you don't want to touch it. Because no, this thing isn't fragile at all. You could like chuck it at a wall, completely fine. But here are the two issues. This is a PGA CPU, unlike Intel's LGA. So it's got these pins on the back. Super fragile, don't want to bend them, don't want to mess with them. The heat spreader, you don't want to touch, gotta keep it clean. I kind of understand. Fine.
So here's the CPU. When you're good.
I want to install it. I changed my mind.
Too bad. I don't know. Okay, this is. I'll put it in. You can put the latch down. So this is the CPU, and here are the pins. One of them gets bent. That's it for the CPU. So there's usually you want to match this corner arrow, which right here, with there's an arrow on the corresponding motherboard, which I think it's right there.
Don't touch the motherboard.
No, I'm fine.
Stop being so chill about it.
It's in.
And then you want to
Slow.
do this.
And that's it.
There you go. Now, normally on Intel motherboards, they've got this cover because the pins are on the motherboard and not on the CPU. I mean, yeah. And here is our Jelly Solutions thermal paste. I've already cut the package open ahead of time. There are many ways to install thermal paste. You can leave a pea-sized dot and think that it'll spread out when you apply it. You can do a line, but we're just going to do the spread method. Which is where we just... Why is it not working?
Slowly. No. You gotta press it a bit more. Keep going. Keep going.
The thermal paste should come out if I just...
Don't like.
It's not working.
Don't the black thing has to come?
I don't think that black thing's supposed to be there, Rafael.
Let me make sure that there isn't any instruction on the back that tells us not to screw this up. Sure, just.
Can you take off the black thing? I tried taking it off before.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Do
sheesh.
you want to apply that? Do you want to apply
This,
now?
this is more expensive than regular thermal paste.
Just make sure you don't put too much.
Yeah. That's-
I'll hold this. You spread it.
Just gonna spread it over the motherboard.
Here.
I mean, not the motherboard, the CPU. You can go now. It's got this plastic thing right there. Yeesh.
You know, fill the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Shouldn't it be completely covered?
I'm working towards that.
Alright. I'll install the cooler. While he's doing that, I'll talk about it, actually. So this is the Wraith Stealth Cooler. It's the little brother to Ryzen 5's Wraith Spire Cooler. And the Ryzen 7 1700 has an RGB version of the Wraith Spire. Now this just has a smaller heatsink. The Wraith Spire obviously has a bigger heatsink, and this is all based off AMD's Wraith cooler, which came with their AMD FX 800 series. Now obviously that is way last gen. Now, in place of the Giant Wraith, we've got the Giant Wraith Max for the Ryzen 7 1700X and 1800 CPUs. Now, unlike Ryzen 3 and Ryzen 5 and Ryzen 7, Ryzen 3 does indeed have a cooler with its mainstream, more powerful CPU. The 1600X from Ryzen 5 1600X doesn't have a cooler. The 1800X from Ryzen 7 doesn't have a cooler either. But this one is, you don't need to apply it to the sides of the heat spreader, bro.
I'm taking it off from the sides.
Ah,
Got it, because it kind of spilled over.
we'll have to clean that off with isopropyl alcohol.
That's fine. That's really good.
I'll get you some isopropyl
No, it's
alcohol.
fine. We're good.
You can do that while I'm installing the cooler though.
There you go. You want to put it on now before it dries up?
Right.
just want to make sure. Go ahead. So,
Wait, where's the fan header for this?
it should be labeled. It should say CPU fan right here. CPU fan.
Yeah.
CPU fan right there. This area, this one. Make sure you put it on the right way and don't bend it. No, that's the wrong way. That's the right way. Straight up. You don't want to go. You don't want to put this straight in. You do not that way.
Yeah, I put it in the wrong way.
Slowly. If it's not going in, don't budge. Here.
How would you do that?
There we go. Just verify that it's a CPU fan for me.
CPU fan indeed.
Okay. Doesn't matter which these are the holes for it. Oh, wait, no,
Does it go in like that?
there you go.
Now,
We
what
could
do I do?
we could rotate this like this so the cable's flatter. Wait, no, we can't. Never mind.
We could take off the fan and
No, it's fine,
like
it's fine,
move
it's fine.
it and stuff. I mean,
It's not a big concern of ours right now. You really got to come
you
this
really
way.
gotta stop
Come right
right in
here.
front of
Come
me.
right here.
I know.
Stand right there.
Can you rebox some of this stuff for me while I'm at work?
I'm actually gonna.
So I have to put
square this.
equal force in, right?
Oh wait a second. Stop spraying man. Use your finger for this first. Use your finger to put these in. Did you already screw this one in?
Yeah.
Take it off a little bit. Because you're supposed to do this little by little.
Oh yeah, you have to put it in. You have to equally apply force to each
Yeah.
end.
Or else we won't. Or else it'll be crooked. It's not going in on this side. What is that? Just make sure. Oh, that's why. That's
We have
the
to keep it in
non-conductor.
there.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's because it's on the cardboard box, and the cardboard box keeps going down. Should we start mounting it now?
No. We probably should have installed the motherboard first, anyways. Install the motherboard before this.
Where is it? Oh wait, it's on the. Oh shit! I forgot it's on the thermal paste. So, can you line it for me? The bottom part. The bottom part. Play at the bottom. I'll tell you when
I
it's.
can't see. Robot.
I'll tell you when it's on. Okay. Put it. No, put on the box. In there.
There we go.
Now I gotta hold this down for you. I'm not touching anything.
You already unaligned it. It moved.
I know, but I can't take it off because the thermal paste is holding it in place. Now the problem is, we can't.
Thermal paste is that strong? Oh crap. Isopropyl alcohol time.
No, no need. We just can't do it on top of the cardboard box. That's the only problem. Yeah, we have to mount this into the.
We do indeed.
Okay. How are we gonna do this?
Let me grab the standoff screws.
They're already in. Remember?
No, like for installation of the
Wait,
motherboard.
I'm just gonna do this while I'm holding it in my hand. Wait, it's definitely the safest way to do it.
Now, which one is better? The round or the flat one?
I'm gonna have to put this on. There we go.
Equal force, Robo.
Yeah.
Equal force.
No, they had springs on these screwdrivers. And not, I mean, on these screws themselves.
Air coolers also have those. I have a 112 like that.
So the sound you're actually hearing, if you can hear that, springs being, okay, this one's actually.
Of course I can hear the springs.
Talking to the cameraman. Oh, that one's in. Hold on.
And then we can hold it by the fan.
This one's still spinning and it's making a sound. Okay, so this seems to be going very well. We can adjust this afterwards. Now it's going to be placed in the case. And these inputs are going to be lined up with the I/O shield down here.
Oh yeah, fun fact. This Ryzen 3 sticker that comes with the CPU will boost your overclocking speed by 100%. True facts.
What he said. Now, to get into the I/O shield, it's actually kind of a little bit of wiggling and jiggling. Cameron, you can help with this.
Alright.
Okay, so.
You okay?
Yeah, Cameron, I'm fine. Okay, so what I need to do is to push it like this, from right here, go from the back, push it in. Now I'm going to be adjusting the height of the motherboard. Don't like, not like a strong pushing force, but just enough so that I can get these to line up.
And I'm being grounded constantly.
Push,
Wait, we forgot?
Push it a bit. Push it in now. You pushing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just realized we forgot the whole light up thingy. It's still got plastic on it.
What?
Yeah, that.
Does it have? Oh, wait, careful. Oh yeah, you're fine. Go ahead. It's not going through the I/O shield. This is a bit troublesome. I don't want to just jam it in.
There we go.
Okay.
Gonna maybe I didn't put in the I/O shield right.
No, you did. I think that's as flat as it goes.
Maybe it's because we have the standoffs installed. Maybe that's
No, that's
why.
fine. No, because that lines it up. I don't. Are they mine? Stand-offs on them?
Who knows?
Yeah, they are. Okay. Oh, so this one doesn't go all the way through like most.
So now answer the question: do I use this one, or do I use?
So in the manual, you use the flat ones without the washers attached to them. These ones. So
Give me the screws. I'm using them.
you can do. You do the top ones over here. You do these ones, and I'll start from the bottom and work my way up. Not too tight, by the way. Until like once you start getting resistance.
Yeah, and I'm not getting any resistance yet.
Now, one thing that we're doing that kind of worries me is that we're gonna launch, or we're gonna put everything in and then launch it before checking for any problems. So hopefully there are none. There are problems.
Here's a tag on the reinforced GPU thing right here. ROG Strix V50F, V350F Gaming.
I just put the wrong screw in.
It's not getting in.
Stop. If it's not working, then don't. Okay, yeah. Don't bump into him. I'll give you some more screws. Are these the ones? No, these are the ones that have the flat eyes. Here you go. Okay, so this is not the right screw. This is the right screw.
There we go. I need another screw. There we go.
You're good.
I need another screw.
Here you go. Take this one.
Thank you.
We got 1, 2, 3 some more screws left. One more after. Actually, that's it. It's over there.
No, I'm not interested in the GPU stuffs right now.
Now, what we want to do before we forget is we want to take these plates off for the GPU. You are going to use
And the Wi-Fi part.
Oh yeah, we're going to put the Wi-Fi card in the last one. Do you want the second one or the last one?
That one.
Which one? No, the Wi-Fi card.
Oh, it wouldn't go right there, would it?
It would go in. Wait, can you bring it over? I don't know if it's full PCIe.
It's super small, but it is PCIe.
I don't know if it's what is it? I don't know if it's 16 or if it's 4.
Pretty sure it's 4.
Let me see the size. This is the
Show the cameraman.
Wi-Fi card, and this goes
150 megabytes a second.
So we're probably gonna go 150 megabytes.
Yeah, it's 150 megabytes a second.
Oh, that's low.
It's only got one antenna. It's got a faster 2 antenna variant.
And then we can just
It's
take
not my
these
fault
off.
that my room doesn't have any Ethernet ports, though.
That's fine. And we can throw this out.
All right. Now, how do I use this? Do I just like point it towards the nearest Wi-Fi source?
No, just put it either vertically or horizontally.
Like this?
Yeah, one sec. I gotta figure out which slot to plug this in.
Would this work?
This is one PCIe interface.
Would this work?
Yeah, it's fine. But we're gonna do that one after
Don't
the.
touch exposed circuitry. How are
You're
you
the
so
one who took it
cool?
out- You're the one who took it out of the case. Okay, so we're gonna. Which one do you want it in? I recommend putting it in this slot, Caleb.
Very well then.
Okay then.
Oh yeah, we also need to put the brackets somewhere safe.
I just do them all.
There we go.
Okay, so there it is. Now, what we want to focus on is. Okay, do you want to do graphics card first? Oh no, we want to do the headers first. We want to plug these. These are the buttons that come from the top of the case. And we gotta connect these to the. Okay, first I'm gonna connect the USB. Do you want to do this part?
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
it'll say USB 3.0. I can find it. Should be one of these, right?
Here.
USB 3.4. Weird.
1 second. Let me find it for you. 2, 3, 4. That's the fan. That's the fan. It should be USB 3.1. There it is. That one. Make sure you don't plug it in the wrong way. Double check before. There should be a little notch. Should that way. All at once. No. Okay, you're fine. All at once, vertically. Like you can't have it be diagonal. It's diagonal. Make sure it's all from the top. Just like that. Yep. Down. Slowly with force. Slowly but with increasing force.
I think I put it in diagonally.
Here. You just want to put it like for everything else, just like this. You want to line it up, diagonal, and then apply equal force from the middle. And you don't want to, yeah.
No, we gotta plug in on these two.
Now,
So we've got
1 second.
reset switches, power switches.
Now we got a USB. I can plug this into any USB header, which we gotta make sure I don't do this the wrong way.
Also got HD audio.
This is the this goes in like this.
Oh wait, we can't forget the
We're gonna do power afterwards, which we probably should have plugged them in right now. Okay, the headers. Find the headers.
panel. There's a panel one right.
Okay, I can't see. I need it to be here. Just try to figure out a way to hold it there. Speaker. Okay, so power plus. Okay, these are double, so it doesn't matter. Jeez, why did the have to be so small? Actually, I'm gonna start all the way down here. HDD LED. Does it go? Okay, this goes like this. something doesn't, the good part about this part is that if we mess something up here, it's not a big problem. There's one done. We should go and order the cables instead of the order of the case panel. So we gotta do the reset first. That's audio. Where do we do that? I can find out. Okay. So we got the headers from the top of the case plugged in. Now we're gonna install the CPU fans onto the motherboard.
You mean chassis fans?
Oh yeah, not CPU fans, yeah. Oh wait, something's off. These aren't the right size. These are 3 holes. These only have 3. One of these have 4.
Oh yeah, we also installed the Wi-Fi card. Not much though.
What am I supposed to do with this? There is a fan there. I'm pretty sure that's a fan. It's an IO pump. There's the fan. CPU fan.
Chassis fan.
Chassis fan, sorry.
Oh, there's where the other RGB header went.
Tell me if anything has 3. That has. Oh, this does, but I don't think that's it.
That's USB 3, 4,
No,
I
no,
think.
this. 1, 2, 3. This makes no sense. Where's your? Let's guide for this. For the case fans.
Card.
That's fine. I can get it in. Yeah, I can get it. Okay. So this is the audio connector from the front, so you can access your headphone jack and your microphone.
No, just let me take out the Wi-Fi card.
That's fine. It's in. It's in. So that's good. Yeah. Now.
Somewhere around there.
Okay, go ahead. So plug in.
Oh yeah, it's right there. I found it.
Okay, so plug in the CPU power now.
If I can reach it. Should we tilt this over a bit? Like, make it stand up?
No, just up. Just like that. And it's in. Now plug that into the. There you go. Next, we're gonna do the VGA. Do we need the VGA cable? Because you do have HDMI, but I don't know if that's the same thing.
No, I didn't plug it in, and it's not working.
Stop then. It's not. If it doesn't go in smoothly, then I don't think it matters which one's which because it's just move for a second. Okay. Probably you had it upside. You had it facing the wrong way. Okay, it's in. Oh, actually, it is labeled, so I'm gonna double check your motherboard just to make sure I put in the right ones in the right place. This is motherboard. Okay, is it labeled as GPU?
I don't know if it has a power cable.
It does.
All right.
I think it's.
So we're going to be installing.
Oh wait, this is
Next.
this is your video graphics card.
Goliath.
No, you don't want to.
24-pin
One second.
ATX.
You don't want to do this one first, because if you're gonna end up doing any of these ones, it's gonna block it. So we want to figure out if we need these first. I know we need the 2 SATAs. We're probably gonna need the. This is not clearly labeled, so it would be very helpful if it was. Okay, so ATX power. This is not. Okay, these manuals are so bad.
Alright, next up, because cables are nightmares, we're going to install this Gigabyte GeForce GTX 1050 Ti from NVIDIA. Now, this doesn't require external power, as you can see, and what you want to do is, you do that, latch, just like with the Ram, if you remember that. And then you gotta skillfully line it up. Why is it not? What the?
Skillfully, remember?
Ah, crap.
Do you need me to do it?
Yeah.
Do you need me to do it?
Maybe we took out. Do we need that one? Maybe we need this one out instead.
Why would you do that? It only needs 2 of these, so I'd go like this, and then that's it.
But it's not even going in right.
Because I didn't push it, because I didn't put it in. I mislined up the side. These ones are tight. They're supposed to be thumb screws. I should have put the thumb screws. Put it. You can put it in. Put the other one in. No. Okay, so these brackets in. Oh. You didn't line it up correctly.
Take it out.
Move it over here. Get it. It wasn't in the hole. On the bottom. You see the little on the bottom?
Yeah. Figured something like that was the issue.
You can plug it in now. Careful though.
You
Okay.
couldn't. Yeah, I kind of figured that was the issue.
So we're gonna have to move that one again. Trial and error. The scientific way.
It's only got one fan, as you can see. But I'm pretty sure that it'll cool pretty well. This is just a placeholder for a better graphics card that will eventually come. What the?
And that doesn't need any screws, so
Thumb screws.
except for the thumb screws, yeah. Here, do you want to screw them? These ones need to be tight. I'll hold it for you. Go. You got it? Okay. You want to tighten these ones because you don't want your graphics card
To fall out in the middle of a gaming session.
Sure. Is that in? Yeah, that's in. Just screw it in.
What the? Was I screwing it in the wrong way?
Yeah. Oh, it has nothing to hold on to, I don't think. Oh, I don't think we can. For some reason you can. Let me try a different screw. That might be the issue. I guess we can't use this one. Because it's just a hole, there's nothing to screw it. Taking it from your TV. I'm just taking
That type of HDMI. Well, now I know. So, about 1 million hours later, we've got all the cables plugged in. We're not doing cable management yet, but here's a boot test. Oh my god, this is beautiful. It's It's alive! Something's alive in the ocean. So you can see the Corsair Strafe keyboard. It's working.
Okay.
The mouse, for some reason, is
Okay,
doing
so
its own thing.
we have. Okay, I don't know if this is the right output though. Don't touch anything from there. Let me just make sure I have it on the right input. So I'm gonna try.
RGB PC.
1 second, I can just figure out where this is plugged into.
This isn't RGB though.
Plugged
Oh,
into HDMI.
you must be
3.
thinking about the motherboard.
This is plugged into HDMI 3.
The GPU isn't running though.
Wait, because I don't. Maybe that doesn't need external power. Oh, we're in. We're in. Don't touch anything. Okay. Speed, install memory. 8 heavy devices. 0 drive, 0 keyboard. It's not recognizing any of these. It does recognize the 3
SSD.
SATAs. It does recognize the SSD, the
drive.
the drive, but the USBs it does not recognize. This is not on. It's not detected. I don't know why. Go grab your computer mouse. Go grab your mouse from there. Okay. So we're gonna do system language, English, date, and what's the time? Is it 2 o'clock actually?
This is USB 2.0,
Yeah.
so where's the
Okay.
USB 2 port?
Doesn't matter. I'll just a USB will work. Okay. Does work? Okay,
Yes.
so I did, so the BIOS build date, that's fine. AMD, speed, total memory, speed. Make sure everything looks correct. The time is 2:01, so this is kind of off.
So let's go install the OS.
Not yet. We gotta go through BIOS thing. Can you grab the,
As Windows 10.
Windows 10?
Windows 10 is indeed booting. Whoa, what? Yeah.
No extra noises. Congratulations.
Leave me.
Congratulations.
Fine.
We don't have to mess with settings here, so we should be fine. I am going to take a look through the installation thing for the.
We used a Windows 10 CD drive thing.
Where's-
Booting.
Okay, so we have got to the thing.
Next.
Next. Install now. Now just wait.
I did this mostly by myself.
You click. Okay, where's your product key?
So we still need a product key.
Of course. It should be on the back of this.
Tell me the product key. But don't say it out
Right
loud.
here.
Don't
Right
say it out
here.
loud, actually.
It should be one of these keys.
Don't.
Caleb,
don't
was
put
there
it-
any paper that was in here?
Let me see.
Caleb, was there any other paper? Because I don't see a product key here. Okay. Is there any other papers with you? That's a good. That might be it. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's
There
25.
are 5. It's 25. 5 by 5. So if you find 25, they should be. It should be clearly labeled. Caleb, when you tore this off, was there anything? You good?
All right. So after, well, a lot of waiting, it's finally finished downloading. I do indeed live in the United States. I do indeed. One out of 7. No. Connect. All right.
Your Wi-Fi card does work. That's good. You might have put a space before it, but you're fine.
Phil, do you know the password?
You,
Capital C's, right, Mom?
yeah.
I'll just capitalize the M as well.
Next, you just click next. The aspect ratio is a little bit weird right now.
It is indeed.
Okay. Now, this is gonna take a little bit of time.
Is it downloading drivers?
No, it's still installation. It's still.
Oh, thank
wow.
Jesus. Holy crap, that was fast!
No, there's a lot that it has to go through.
It says that I'm up to date though. Sucks that my mouse needs drivers to work. I think I have a
Wait a
Microsoft
second.
account. Wait, I have a Microsoft account, I think.
Okay, are you like?
Is my Skype account, does my Skype account as count?
Quick question: Is this your account that you use on this computer? Is this your account, Caleb?
Yeah, well, no,
No,
it's
use
not.
your dad's. Yeah, use
Yeah.
your own.
I use my own for Skype. So,
Now the fun. Scott will run, but
What I do? Why are you holding me like this? I'm not.
wait, no.